I can synthesize a non-addictive substitute which will ease their withdrawal symptoms.
Also a fair amount of snake leaf-induced paranoia, so.
What I can't understand is why anyone would voluntarily become dependent on a chemical.
Keep your mouth shut.
No one wants to become dependent. That happens later.
But it does happen. So why do people start?
On my home planet, there was so much poverty and violence that for some, the only escape is through drugs.
How can a chemical substance provide an escape?
It doesn't, but it makes you think it does. You have to understand, drugs can make you feel good.
But it's artificial.
It doesn't feel artificial until the drug wears off. Then you pay the price. Before you know it, you're taking the drug not to feel good, but to keep from feeling bad.
And that's the trap.
All you care about is getting your next dosage. Nothing else matters.
Now, you don't just let that happen. You don't just turn your back. What's the matter with you? In a situation like this, you absolutely have to interfere. You've got to talk to those people, Jean-Luc. Open their eyes, educate them.
There's a game going around, and what I found leads me to believe that it may have some harmful side effects. Specifically, sir, I think it's psychotropically addictive.
Addictive? I'll start an investigation immediately. Thank you, Mr. Crusher.
Thank you, sir.
And for the lady?
Smoking is a bad habit. My species gave it up centuries ago. When we finally got it into our heads, it was killing us.
What's that disgusting smell? I think it's called tobacco. It's a deadly drug. When used frequently, it destroys the internal organs. We better fix those translators fast. The sooner we start talking to these savages, the better off we'll be.
Any place that doesn't stock a good cigar doesn't rank high in my book. So there are privileged few who serve on these ships, living in luxury and wanting for nothing. But what about everybody else? What about the poor? You ignore them.
Poverty was eliminated on Earth.
In your very fine chateau. Yeah, I'd show you around my estate, but it's more of a hovel, so that would just be, humiliating.
And a lot of other things disappeared with it. Hopelessness, despair.
My entire life for the past 14 years has been one long slide into humiliation.
Money. Keep forgetting the need to carry money. I must remember not to let this happen again.
I don't know how much it costs to go where you're going or how much this guy charges.
I'm expensive.
Money doesn't exist in the 24th century.
No money.
It's a miracle these people ever got out of the 20th century.
They're still using money. We gotta find something.
Don't tell me they don't use money in the 23rd century.
Well, we don't.
Well, what's so important about the past? People got sick. They needed money. Why tie yourself to that?
A lot has changed in the past 300 years. People are no longer obsessed with the accumulation of things.
Sitting back in your very fine chateau, heirloom furniture. Yeah, I'd show you around my estate, but it's more of a hovel, so that would just be, humiliating.
We have eliminated hunger, want, the need for possessions. We've grown out of our infancy.
Sitting back in your very fine chateau.
This is the 24th century. Material needs no longer exist.
Heirloom furniture.
Robert and Renee, they're burned to death in the fire.
In your very fine chateau.
You crazy bitch.
I'd always heard primitive humans lacked intelligence, but I had no idea they were this stupid.
They weren't just stupid. They were violent, petty, bigoted, and selfish.
Sheer fucking hubris.
Nobody pays any attention to you unless you swear every other word. You'll find it in all the literature of the period.
That isn't how it is anymore?
That's right.
Maybe it's worth giving up cigars for after all.